All right, welcome back, everyone. Professor McCoy, and tonight we're going back to Call of Cthulhu. I don't know if we're going to finish it. We actually might finish it tonight, if I remember correctly. I don't think the game is that much longer. We might actually finish this tonight. I don't know. So maybe this will only cover like the first half of October, and we'll have to do something else. But I don't know. We'll see. But here we go. Let's dive into it, shall we? Yeah, because I think I remember it being 10 chapters long. We'll see. We shall see. After the death of Colden Pierce, victim of hallucinations advanced inside the Riverside Institute to the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins, alive, prisoner of Dr. Fuller. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed that the man, under his monstrous appearance, tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. He warned Pierce. If Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plan to fruition, summon an ancient and evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions, find a way to protect her.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything.
Like I said last time, that is
My work was
that
what
desperation
lured me
particular
here
is a
in
very
the
bad
first
sign.
place.
Then also the survivor's guilt
Show me
is
things I never should have painted.
understandable.
Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave
And to be
now.
fair, her father is quite well off in Boston.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine.
Yeah, so on the one hand, the survivor's guilt that she experiences, Pierce can certainly understand that as a survivor of the lost battalion. And also, she blames herself for Simon's death, and you can see why. Her actions did, in one sense at least, lead directly to his death. Not that she could have foreseen that. Not that she could have realistically acted very differently in the circumstances. But that I can understand the guilt.
Come on. It's over now.
Even if it's not regret for her actions, because, again, I don't think that she did anything wrong per se there. You can still certainly understand her wondering if she could have done anything differently, and that could eat at you. That could really eat at you. Oh, squiddy thingy. Squid nightmares.
Do I have a choice?
While they're in a lull in their conversation, something that's come to mind lately, I kind of wanted to talk about. especially in light of Pope Leo's latest apostolic exhortation, um, which is essentially on the love of the poor and on the sort of moral dangers of wealth and that sort of thing. It's interesting, I think, that at least in today's age, in our particular social context, I think we see a few commonalities in the grave temptations of the extremely wealthy. Now, of course, this isn't to necessarily condemn wealth as such, blah blah blah, that whole shebang. But I will say, though, I think that this is there's an interesting, let's say, collection of temptations that coincide. Now, the obvious one, of course, is greed, right? But we can set that aside. That's the least interesting, because I think that goes almost without saying, as a serious temptation to those with extreme wealth. But then, slightly more interesting is the sin of pride. But I've talked about that a lot, and a lot of people have talked about that to no end. The one that's been sticking in my mind lately, which doesn't get the discussion that it needs, is the temptation to sloth. Now, we might think that what I mean by that is, well, it's the temptation to just simply live off the wealth that you have accrued and to not do anything further with it and to just sort of coast on by. Okay, fine, but that's hardly sinful, really. If you have a gratuitous amount of wealth and you're just sitting there with it, I mean, it's not sinful to not increase it, really. What is sinful is what you do or don't do with it. Now, why I accuse a lot of the richest people in our society of sloth, or at least probably, accuse is maybe too strong a word, but suspect, let's say, based on their actions and expressed attitudes, is that we have to remember what sloth traditionally means in the scholastic natural law tradition. Sloth is not just laziness. It is not a lack of work. Sloth is despair at spiritual good. It is giving up on the goods of God and of faith. It is contrary not to prudence, but to hope. The sort of corresponding vice to sloth is hope. It's the giving up of the hope that we should have in God. That's ultimately what sloth amounts to. This is most commonly, this takes the form of a sort of giving up, of not wanting to persevere any longer in the difficulty of especially the spiritual life, but really the goods of this, even of this life. Okay. Why do I say that this applies, I think, or might apply, to a great many of the extremely wealthy today in our society? Well, it's because, for the same reason, that I think that they are largely susceptible to pride, and these two tend to run together in this impulse, which is the impulse to use a technical term, to try to immanentize the eschaton. The eschaton being the end state of the world. Not the world coming to an end, but how the world ultimately ought to be when it is perfected and restored by God in the end times. Immanentizing that is to try to bring that into being now through our own efforts, through our own will, rather than by God's will, by God's plan, in God's time. It's another, maybe more vernacular way of putting it is trying to build heaven on earth. Key examples of this, of course, would be the various aspects of social planning that go into the more left-wing variety of ultra-rich people, the World Economic Forum types, the Bill Gates types, all the attempting to craft a meticulously perfect society under their ultimate control. Again, you can say this is because of pride, that they think that they themselves are worthy of creating this thing. They're the only ones capable of doing this, and so they put themselves above God. But also, it is a despair at providence. They're saying, well, the world is the world is going to hell, and so it is my job, with my spectacular wealth and gifts, my job to build heaven here instead. Now, the opposite side of this that we often see is also the dramatic fear of death that we see among a lot of the wealthy. The attempt to indefinitely lengthen our biological lives, which we actually see again commonly among spectacularly wealthy people. Jeff Bezos is a perfect example of this, but we also see this in a lot of the tech billionaires. People like Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, a lot of them will express this desire to transcend mere humanity, to extend life beyond the natural course, or even to sort of digitize life. We see this once in a while, less often, but we see it. Jeff Bezos is utterly terrified of death and is essentially obsessed with curing it, which is, we should know, impossible. But a lot of this comes down to not just a fear of death, because we should fear death to some degree. It is the cessation of our earthly lives, but we should not fear death ultimately. Right? Christ took away that fear. And to maintain a fear of death in the face of the promises of Christ is to reject those promises. And that is a kind of sloth, the despair at the hope that Christ should give us. To want to extend this life, this corporeal and biological life, indefinitely, and is essentially to assume that this life is all there is. And that's not true, right? We ought to know that. And a lot of them are not even, atheists, right? If they were atheists, then maybe you could understand or forgive that somewhat, but they're not, right? A lot of these people are if not Catholics, a lot of them are professing Christians, and even those who are not are some kind of supernaturalists, even if that's some kind of esoteric voodoo. There's still it's still not simply a delusion that the material is all that there is or anything like that. No. It really is a kind of sloth. It's kind of despair in the face of death, thinking that it's all that there is. And I don't know exactly why excessive wealth seems to bring this temptation to the forefront to a lot of people, because it does seem to. But maybe it is somewhat unique to this society. I don't know if that was classically, historically, a common temptation of the extremely wealthy. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Not sure. Maybe it is tied to pride as well, thinking that I know what's best for the world and God doesn't. But I don't know. It is an interesting commonality. And an interesting reminder, perhaps, that sloth is not necessarily the sin that we most commonly think of it as sort of laziness, because it's not quite it. That's not the it's not the crucial part of sloth. Anyway, again, just a thought that's been on my mind lately, especially, like I said, especially with the Holy Father's apostolic exhortation lately, recently, that which really gets into this sort of dichotomization between rich and poor, and how we ought to treat wealth and what wealth is meant for, and all that. Now, I will say, on some of the topics that he discussed in it, I brought these up a little bit. I talked about these with Philip Hero in the one in which we discussed distributism, because we brought up John Chrysostom in that one. And so when we brought up John Chrysostom in that one, it was a lot of the same passages and contexts that the Holy Father did as well, and some of those are some of the points by John Chrysostom are easy to spin into explicit, would you say, condemnation of wealth as such, which it's not, right? The Holy Father is careful not to do that, not to go that direction with it, but even his statements can be misconstrued.
Was Sarah Hawkins telling the truth?
I am curious about this. Painting. An easel from a painting. What's this?
What kind of ritual was she preparing?
Okay.
Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here?
Seems like it probably was. My guess is she was trying to summon the Shambler into this maybe binding circle. Either a binding circle or a banishing circle or something like that. I don't have high occultism. Oh, my digitization.
Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon.
That's a really good question for anyone, really. Hey, why do you have this weird book made of human flesh? Or skin, not flesh, I suppose.
She was trying to send back the Shambler.
Good.
How did she react? Was she afraid?
Well, I mean, I sure was. So, you know, fair.
Charles Hawkins was ready to do anything to protect his wife.
Oh. He knocked down the door. He found out what she was doing. Is that why the fight started? Why the fright began? Huh, interesting. Bit of Oz. Anything else of note in Simon's room? I don't think so. Nothing really in the gallery. All right. I'm glad we did that. Oh, hey. They fixed the railing that I fell down. Or, you know, collapsed down or whatever. Anything else? Gotta be something else worth checking out here, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't let me explore the house. Particularly in the broad daylight like this. Charles' room. Or office, not room. Nice chair. Nice chair. I dig it. What? Why would you have that? Why would you have that? Wait a second. Scylla. The position of the sails. That's not right. That's like the one in Dr. Fuller's office. That was a puzzle. I just... Oh, wow.
Damn it. The entrance to the tunnel has been buried following the cave-in. But at least I didn't dream it.
Yeah, true. True. A small reassurance. No I can't get through. That's the burnt room, isn't it? Over that way. All right. Well, let's now let's chat here, or let's look around the room first, as you do. Don't drink. You do not need to drink right now. As much as I'm sure Pierce really wants to. Oh man. Okay, so by the way, what I have here is one of my favorite cocktails, if not my favorite. This is a Loch Lomond. I have been drinking Rob Roy's, which is probably my other favorite cocktail, which is Scotch, vermouth, and bitters. It's essentially a Scotch Manhattan with either sweet or both sweet and dry vermouth. This is a Loch Lomond, which is Scotch Drambuie and less vermouth. Which is just... it's spicier, but also... warmer. Probably the way I would put it overall. Anyway, love it. Also named after one of my favorite well, okay, that's not actually true. It's not named after. It shares a name with one of my favorite Scottish folk tunes, Loch Lomond. It's named after the lake. It's not named after the song. Both
Mr.
the song and
Pierce,
the drink are named after the lake.
we were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? Is she
Did you
dying?
think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
All right then. Go ahead. Gonna tattoo your arm some more?
You seem different.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong. So ancient. Enticing. Dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce. But I can't come back to Boston with you.
Why do you think you're responsible for everything that has happened?
Because I am. I am the one who read the forbidden book. I am the one who painted the creature. I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't
I mean,
about
that's
what you want
true?
or don't want to do.
Do you
You
have your
would
father?
risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No, you're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done.
This is what
I
Sacramento
will not
Confession is
rest
for.
until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
I think if I do this, I lose more sanity. I don't want to do that. I almost do want to do a playthrough of this where I just steer into insanity. Just go full on madman. But no, I actually want to point this out, right? She's taking on to herself the role of the sacramental priest. The role of Christ, ultimately. I must atone for my sins. Okay, no one's disputing that, but how? How must you atone for your sins? You don't quite get to decide that. excuse me, even on a purely naturalistic level, on a this worldly level, atoning for your sins is something that you do at the behest of the one you have sinned against, and that's ultimately why we do penance assigned to us through the sacrament of reconciliation, ultimately assigned to us by God, because we've sinned against God. And so, in atoning for our sins, we don't actually really. We accept Christ's atonement for our sins, and we do penance to realign ourselves, our own wills, with the will of Christ. And so that is, I mean, not to be too world breaking, or sound fundamentalist or even or whatever, but yeah, that's kind of what you do when you're dealing with what is essentially a demonic entity, which is what the old gods are. If they were real, they would essentially be something like demons.
You've recovered from yesterday's condition. That must mean you can fight it. We must find something that will stop you from relapsing.
Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right.
Slap an elder sign
I'll
on a
help
necklace
you.
or something. Draw it on your forehead. I mean, look, if the elder sign is really that powerful, I suspect it probably would have been, probably would have been more common, and it would also probably solve a lot of these problems before they start. Sanity, yep, hanging on by a thread. Oh no, that took more sanity. Is the Necronomicon endowed with its own conscience while investigating the Hawkins mansion? Pierce came into contact with a residual image of the lost book. The work is so powerful that even the memory of it is enough for the detective to lose some sanity. Pierce is not the only person to have read it, as he suspected Sarah Hawkins also studied it. See, this one. No, not this one. This one, Trapped in Madness. This really effed him up. Bad. I don't think there's a way of avoiding that. Reasonably certain that one is that one's just a full-on plot essential sanity loss. Charles Hawkins tried one last time. Blah blah blah. We did this. You already read that. Lose. Yeah, this one. In Sarah Hawkins' office, circle decorated with unknown symbols, surrounded by partly consumed candles, bear witness of the artist's occult activities. In the middle of tangible proof, upturned easel, broken bolt, left on the floor by a beast. New residual images arrived to disturb the reconstruction. The Necronomicon appeared on the floor, probably because Sarah Hawkins sought the knowledge required to carry out her rite within its pages. It was no doubt a rite of revocation, because the Shambler was present. The mark on the floor does not lie. There's no other creature on Earth capable of making anything like it. Really? Okay. Whatever Sarah Hawkins tried to do, it failed. And the state of the room accentuates the words of her dead husband. She must never again come near occult forces. Good way of avoiding these sorts of things. I have the poker, the murder weapon. Self-defense murder weapon. Imp gives us a nice description. Our little Imp GPT tonight dives into the darkest corners of H.P. Lovecraft's imagination. By the way, these are not the darkest corners of H.P. Lovecraft's imagination. He's got darker corners in there. Read some of his stuff. It is sure this game is good and it's a pretty good representation of the Lovecraft mythos, but man, I'll tell you what. Some of his books and stories are better, darker certainly. Anyway, sorry to criticize. Here you will find darkness, madness, and despair. The mechanism must be repaired, lest you fall into the devil's snare. What mechanism? There's no mechanism. You're just making stuff up now, aren't you? Hey, Imsip, where? Tell us about the Mormon Garden of Eden. This is something I didn't know about until Milo Yiannopoulos tweeted about it a little bit today, and now I'm intrigued as to what the heck is going on with that. In Jackson, is it Jacksonville or Jackson? I thought it was Jackson. Yeah, because isn't Jacksonville only in Florida? Oh, yeah, it's a very American-centered religion. Yeah, is there a reason for that, or is it just he wanted America to be super special? Is that it?
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you.
Who'd you think
I'm
it was?
here for her, not you.
Okay.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces
at
that
this one.
by far surpass what
Whatever.
your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
I
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
This seems very the dimensional shambler seems to have a lot of parallels with the Demogorgon of Stranger Things, which has no similarities whatsoever to Demogorgon of D&D. Sorry kids, but you're wrong about that one. That just happened to be the boss monster you guys were fighting when there was a spooky monster. Anyway, the thing certainly has some similarities there. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, Imsim says there's a place they call Adam on Diamon, something like that. They believe it is where Adam lived, and he spoke a lost language called Adamic. Somehow, humanity began here in the US, then spread and came back eventually. Their theology and worldview contradicts itself, so humanity began here, died out, and came back twice. Fascinating. This is sounding like Stargate lore to me. They believe a group called the Jaredites, descendants from some survivors of the Tower of Babel, came to America, but their civilization died out in cataclysmic war. Later on, some Jews escaped the Babylonian exile? Oh, okay. Fall of Jerusalem. I was wrong. I got the time period wrong. At the hands of the Babylonians. Oh, okay. Yeah. So they did. Yeah. No, I got it right. They broke into two groups: the Nephites, white Hebrews, and the Lamanites, red-skinned, aka cursed. There's that. The Lamanites wiped out the Nephites in another cataclysmic war, and the Lamanites are the, quote, principal ancestors of the Native Americans. Right. You know how Tolkien was writing a mythology for Britain? But he knew that it was fictional. Anyway, I'm sure that thought was unrelated.
The dagger with the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
Do I still have
It
it?
allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. but I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could
Why?
come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back.
Okay, so Imson refers to it as Joseph Smith duped Protestants into joining his doomsday sex cult. So the whole doomsday thing, is there an apocalyptic element to Mormonism, like more than Christianity? 'Cause I know a lot of cults and even just sects of Christianity that sprung up in the 19th century in America were pretty doomsday obsessed. Was that the case for Mormonism at its inception too?
A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever.
Unbeliever.
It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet,
Nothing is
bearing
more
very
effective
ancient
than Cult
inscriptions
1911.
and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief Charles has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Love his voice actor. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. He's pretty good at that. He does a good job. That's not it. That's definitely not it. Sounds all melty. Oh, it is. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna find it in here. Like, I know I'm just gonna find it in here. Anyway, before I do that, let's look around, I suppose, for this bust. Oh wait, can I just do this? No, okay. I still, Imsem, could you do this for me? Because I've been yapping about this now for not 3 weeks, three streams. Is the voice actress for Dr. Colden, is that the same actress as Liara Tassoni? Because it sounds a lot like her. Like a lot like her. Is that it? Yeah, that's it, alright. What? The sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed by Charles Hawkins. Okay, so it's another bust by a skull. Ridiculous. No, it's not in the kids' room. That's silly. Oh, it's right where I woke up. That's it. Right by where I was sleeping. Yep, here we go. You mean it's in this box right here? Really? It was right there, huh?
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
Right there, huh? Okay. I'm not going to pronounce it. Oh. Pete. What? I lost more. No, I didn't. I didn't lose any more sanity, did I? Okay. Irelia. Rilke. However he pronounced it. We could lock the doors to the undersea city of Rilia. Okay. Wait. Is there anything else I missed? Lose. Rilia key. Yeah. Inventory. Sketches. That's it. You'd show it to Drake. Why can't I just give it to Sarah? Sure, she needs it. Really is this powerful amulet of protection.
It's you again.
Mm-hmm. Disappointed.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
Okay, until I get that up to 4. I guess I'll go strength. Very poorly on medicine. Oh, hey Sarah, why are you near the door?
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand, I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story
Really?
is going to end badly.
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Who?
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
Set fire to Riverside.
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
It's well, the thing is,
You bet I will.
he has been looking for actual real hard evidence and has been finding a good bit of it, but also a lot of the testimonies that he's been finding have been batshit crazy. So he can't really be blamed for that, can he? Chapter 10. Recorder Police Station. Okay, yeah, it's more than 10 chapters. Jeez. With the help of Algernon Drake, Pierce has obtained an amulet that is supposed to protect Sarah Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional shambler in order to atone for her sins. Before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property twice, aggression,
Yeah.
insulting
Once.
behavior, and to top it all,
Only once
arson.
without permission.
Listen, Chief West, I realize that I'm in your jurisdiction, and that you don't like guys like me. However, I think that these accusations are exaggerated and that we would benefit from working together.
If that means a confession from you and therefore less paperwork for me, then we've got a deal.
I'm serious. Can't you see what's going on right under your
working.
nose?
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
The dangerous cult!
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings. Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything. It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
Yep. Yeah, we don't need this delay.
Mr. Pierce,
Oh.
the truth seeker. We meet at last.
Who's there?
Leviathan. Okay, great.
I am the one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human. Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence.
This is gonna be one of those I can keep clicking these forever until I hit submit, I think. Let's give it a shot. Meanwhile, though, once again, this is reminding me greatly of especially just the name Leviathan and how it needles its way into your mind. Reminds me a great deal of the similarly titled Lovecraftian monsters in Mass Effect. Not the Reapers, but the Leviathans. The models for the Reapers and the creators of them. Which also, again, reminds me a bit of my Mass Effect tabletop campaign, which I will say I drew some inspiration from Call of Cthulhu in a few places. Not of this game in particular, but of the mythos and of some tabletop modules for Call of Cthulhu and things like that. Just because, I mean, the Leviathans were heavily involved in the campaign that I was running, and so they are very Lovecraftian. They're drawn from the Lovecraft mythos to a significant degree, and so of course, I'm going to draw a little bit on Lovecraft on the game, yada yada, everything.
I told you to behave. You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you particularly those with such rare characteristics,
Does he mean?
cannot refuse.
Hit.
The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power.
Is him being Cthulhu, I
Where is
assume?
the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her?
Assume the Oracle is Sarah?
Your mind must open itself willingly, or the truth will immediately shatter it.
Don't accept
Our
knowledge from
paths shall
demons.
cross again, Truth Seeker.
Don't accept knowledge from demons. Oh, I'm playing Sarah now. Great.
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the dimensional shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The shambler! I knew it!
No! Not again!
Interesting. She just collapsed and then had a vision.
Algernon, come back!
Find Drake. Police station. I got a lamp.
Where is Algernon? And the Shambler.
Is this the... Is this the cult hideout, or is this just the bootleggers? Trying to figure out if they are together, sharing a
No way back.
sharing a hiding spot, etc. Great. No, wait. Look, a hole. Caves, man. I love caves. He's dead. Yee, that's not good. Yep, he's dead too. Interesting.
How many are there? How many are there?
There was a lot. Were a lot? Was a lot. Grammatically, it would be was a lot, but a lot here would simply refer to the number, I guess? I don't know. There's a bunch of them. I didn't need that, but okay, cool. Okay. Okay, I've done a full loop, I think. Unless I can get on the lift. Oh, more oil. And the Shambler. I'm not gonna yet. I'm gonna fully explore this place a little bit further before I interact with the painting and then get spooked. Mega spooked, I'm sure. Oh, there's who I'm looking for. checkerboard.
Hey! You can't leave us!
Sorry, old friend, but it's either you or me.
No! What are you... No! Open! Open up! Open this door! It's here.
Maybe I should have interacted with the painting first.
The beast is within our reach.
Are you sure you want to do it?
Let's go.
Quickly, come with me!
I see, you've kept the amulet.
How do we kill it?
The Shambler can open breaches between dimensions. He uses glyphs as anchors to stay in our world.
Then I must destroy these glyphs.
Exactly.
How can I find them?
I will make the glyphs visible so you can revoke them. By doing so, this zone will be protected by a barrier.
Perfect.
Okay.
Stay inside the shield.
I'll create the protective barrier. Get back inside it as soon as you sense the slightest danger.
I'll never
The
forgive
first glyph
myself
must
for
have
this
appeared
painting.
somewhere on the floor. Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp. The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Where?
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
Yeah, I know, but like, where? Oh, there it is.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no. The Wanderer is back. The glyph is ready, Sarah. Run!
Oops. I ran the wrong way. It's my bad. Try again. I'm really hoping that... Oh good, yes.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Yeah, it's up there. Okay, cool. Run down the other way. Got it. Not towards the Shambler.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no. The Wanderer is back. The glyph is ready, Sarah. Run!
Working, right?
The second symbol has been revealed. You know what you have to do, Sarah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Second one. Did this give me a checkpoint or no? Probably didn't.
The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
Working on it, buddy. This one is gone, or what? Okay, so I don't need to do that. Alright. Down here? No.
The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
At least she is expressing the same frustration as the player. Being me.
The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
Doesn't seem like it. Back here again. Oh. Well, hello. I went the wrong way. I'm dead. I'm super dead. Not dead? Really? It was close.
You startled me, my friend. I have the impression the Shambler is trying to anticipate our actions.
I think you're right. So, how should I deal with that problem?
The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
Locked. Okay, that's not it. What's that bastard?
The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
Shut up! Guess what? I just have to stand on it? The lamp didn't seem to do anything. Okay, here we go.
He's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he catches up with you, try blinding him.
I can do that. Well, that seems to work. Okay, that's 2 glyphs down.
Now is when matters get complicated.
I'll never
Reach
forgive
the
myself
barrier
for
to
this
ward off
painting.
the creature. You have to lure it in front of me, Sarah. Do you understand? Once it goes after you, I need you to guide it towards me.
I mean, I was gonna do that anyway, because you've made a nice little anti-sea bear circle here, so, you know, seems like the thing to do.
We're almost there, Sarah. Only
Yeah,
one
King.
glyph left to find. The glyph is near. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, but like where? No, it just came from here. It's not right. There it is.
Oh no. Release me now! Algernon!
Done! Quickly! Bring him towards me! Well done, Sarah. It's time we were done with this.
I'll use the painting.
Sarah!
That worked.
Let's go, Sarah. It's over.
Is it, though?
Do you hear something? I can hear him. He calls me.
Sarah! No!
Algernon. It's too late.
Must resist! Please!
Maybe, Algernon, you should put the amulet on her. Wasn't that? I thought that was the whole point. Interesting. What is? See, this is odd because I thought that the ritual that we first interrupted, the one with Charles, that was supposed to be an unbinding ritual for Cthulhu. That's what the chant is for, after all. That those words that were appearing over here, right? And so I thought that that's what that was, but this apparently seems to be what's leading to the unbinding of Cthulhu, perhaps? Hard to say. I don't know yet. Anyway, Sarah Hawkins, together with Algernon Drake, managed to permanently drive the dimensional Shambler back at the end of a fierce battle. However, this feat of strength cost her what was left of her self-awareness. She has succumbed to the call of the myth.
Sarah Hawkins. Why did she do it? Damn it.
Did our guest enjoy our hospitality?
Let me out of here.
I'm warning you, Pierce. I want a short and clear-cut confession. Do you admit your guilt in the case brought before you?
Oh, here we go.
You don't have any idea what's happening on this damn island.
Chief West, we got a problem.
Damn it, not now. What is it this time?
Captain Fitzroy, Chief. Some guys have ransacked Roy's bar. They went berserk, attacked the patrons, smashed the place up. It's chaos.
This is only the beginning. Let me out.
Let's go take a look.
The way you said that really
Sullivan
sounded
and
like a threat.
Marshall to keep this one nice and warm till I get back.
Are you stupid? Don't you understand?
I mean, obviously not.
Those goddamn idiots.
Okay. I probably don't have anything to pick the lock with, so let's just wait it out. Oh, everything's green again. Great.
Truth Seeker,
Green and wet.
I find you again. As promised, I come back to reiterate the offer of truth. As your mind expands and finally understands the true nature of the world, your perceptions change. Are you ready to see your world and the ones that live in it as they truly are?
Fascinating.
Come, Truth Seeker. Follow the path of the ultimate.
This will affect my destiny. Great. I hate that I had no way of knowing what that was. That has to, I have to wonder if there is actually a difference.
The same stuff, Detective. Fighters. Survivors. I never would have thought you so naive. It's all your fault. You could have stopped this whole thing.
What?
Your army buddies. The villagers. Me. We're all in danger, as long as you're alive.
Not using the knife.
I can't go to sleep. I keep having the same dream. Or should I say nightmare? That pain in my chest as if I was being skewered. Hurtless, cold, silence. Then I wake up in a hospital bed alive. That voice whispers in my mind. I keep hearing it, and I don't know how long I'll be able to resist.
It's very weird that he is alive.
Who are you, Truth Seeker? I may see you in my dreams. I still can't decide if you will be my doom or my liberation. This fate, it may have been written for both of us, but I will fight for what is right.
Well, cheers to that, Sarah. Oh, great. Back home. Who's that?
Dom, what happened?
Come, you'll want to hear what these two Egypts have to say.
This better be interesting.
Seems like someone decided to grant you your deepest wish.
A mutiny?
Worse. They killed Chief West.
What?
And left his body in one of our warehouses.
You're
What?
kidding.
They're all yours.
Which one of you is dumb enough to kill a cop and throw him on my doorstep?
We don't know nothing.
The dead body in my warehouse disagrees.
We swear, miss, it's not us.
I don't have time for this. Spill it.
We've got nothing to do with it.
I want to know everything about the corpse over there.
Killed the
Or
chief.
I swear you will meet the same end.
If we speak to you, we're dead. If we don't speak to you, we're dead. What? No! Listen, miss, we didn't see what happened, but we heard. Noises and talkings, like. We've been betrayed.
By whom?
Go, look at the body. You'll find out for yourself.
Interesting. Let's go, Dom. Where is this workshop?
I'll go with you. He must be talking about the old boat repair workshop.
Release our friends, you bunch of pickaroos.
Yeah, they've done nothing wrong.
Apart from killing a cop on our turf.
That's hooey.
How do you know they killed him?
Do you want me to settle it with some lead?
Scurvy dog, always threatening us.
I will say,
Quieten
I don't
these lunkheads
quite think a
down
1911
before I
carries
ship
enough
the lot of
rounds
them.
to
I'll
deal
take
with all
care
of
of
those
them.
guys.
A bunch of liquor sponges aren't going to lay down the law round here.
I'll take a look at this workshop. Join me when you're finished.
It might even the odds sufficiently, but I don't think how many. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 of them. I don't think so. Standard 1911 mag kit, it carries what, 8? 8, right? 8 or 10. Either way, not looking good. What is going on here? Boat repair shop, huh? They're harpoons. Blood all over? It's harpoons? There's a locked door. This is quite a nasty place, isn't it? Cigarettes. Somebody was hanging around here smoking.
Here we are.
Yeah, there he is.
If someone had told me that one day West's work would kill him.
I mean, she has the same level of investigation skill as Pierce. That's really quite something.
Someone moved the corpse here.
Charles?
Where did the murder happen?
It's like Charles.
We came from here.
He looks a bit like Charles.
Down the stairs.
I mean, up the stairs, but hold him up the stairs. Whatever, close enough. Yeah, right here. Right? No, not right here. It's right at the entrance.
So this is where West was killed. What's that?
With what? That is a very commonly over-designed dagger. Where have I seen that exact dagger before? I know I've seen that exact dagger before. Like, I suspect it's probably just that it was a common Unreal Engine 4 asset. Maybe? But, like, I swear I've seen that dagger, because I've bitched about it. Because that, like, the butt, not spike, the butt scythe, I guess you call it, would be, first of all, not very effective for pommel striking. It would be less effective than just a pommel. I mean, sure, it's sharp and all, but you don't have a lot of weight to it. I guess, I don't know, it would concentrate the force decently well. It would be weird because it would be chopping, it wouldn't be slicing, you wouldn't be able to slice with that. And to chop, you need a lot of mass. So that sort of thing would hurt, but it wouldn't do any much severe damage, because it wouldn't pierce. And then also, the other major problem is that the spike kind of comes forward. So especially if you're ice picking it, then that would be there'd be a really nasty possibility of catching your wrist. Anyway, though, Imsif. Oh, by the way, did you wind up asking? Did you wind up looking it up? I asked you a question. If it was if Dr. Colden's voice actress is the same as Liara Tassoni from Mass Effect, because it sounds like it. Scout Harding from Dragon Age. Allison something, I think. Answer that, then I'll answer your probably more interesting questions. Imsip says, I've always heard capital punishment. Okay, sorry, back up. Are you in the shower? That does make sense. Dr. Colden. Colden in this game. And then it would be Liara Tassoni from Mass Effect. She would show up on an IMDb search or whatever. It's probably her major and most prominent role. And I think Scout Harding in Dragon Age, if I remember right. I think the same one. But anyway, now has philosophical theological questions. The Pope has recently said you cannot be in favor of the death penalty and be pro-life. Is this a true Catholic statement? He didn't say that, not exactly. He said in an interview, not even in an interview, he was asked by a journalist about something really stupid that Cardinal, I do have to be respectful. Cardinal Blaise Cupich of Chicago did. Basically, he gave a Lifetime Achievement Award to a pro-life Democratic politician from Chicago, which is a direct violation of canon law. But he was asked about it, and he didn't want to... I assume he did not want to publicly speak ill of a cardinal. Right. Which, yeah, as Pope, that's totally understandable. Like, I get it. I can respect that. And so he said, basically, well, look, we can't just limit being pro-life to solely the issue of abortion. That's what he's saying. And if he's saying that, well, if you are against abortion but have what exactly he said, but he basically said if you have the wrong views on the death penalty or something like that, then you're not pro-life. Emerald O'Harahan. Interesting. Her voice sounds really familiar. I like her work regardless. Definitely not Liara's voice actor, which is Allison something, I think. Yeah, so it's not he was not saying that you cannot be considered pro-life if you are in favor of the death penalty, because I actually think you can maybe be in favor of the death penalty in very limited circumstances. Check out it's already linked in the description, my recent discussion with Philip and Len. I'll see if I can find a timestamp. After the stream, I'll put it in Discord maybe. Yeah, I discuss it. We discuss it at length there, and I go into a lot more detail as to sort of what we're permitted to believe on the subject. Just because it is, it's a prudential judgment as outlined by the Magisterium. So it's not just that he's saying, well, you can't be pro-life if you support the death penalty. I don't think that's actually that's not what he was saying. Rather, that if you have a... you can be anti-life in supporting the death penalty. Excuse me, or all sorts of other policies. Pro-life is not exclusively limited to views on abortion. Abortion is not the only political issue. That's really what he was getting at, and it was a kind of half-hearted defense of something really stupid that Cardinal Blades-Cupich did, which he shouldn't have done. Clearly, it was in violation of canon law. He was already admonished by other cardinals and other bishops. But whatever. He's another one of those that is on his way out. This too shall pass. Now, moving on, though, to the actual issue at hand, rather than the Pope's statement. Imsim says, I've always heard capital punishment is not against church teaching. What is the church's position on capital punishment? So, the position is that it can be justified under some circumstances, some perhaps narrow circumstances, by the principle of double effect. That is, it can be justified in a way that is relevantly similar to self-defense. The death of the guilty is never an intrinsically good thing. It cannot therefore be an end that we pursue. However, it can be a consequence of the means that we have elected to pursue in order to achieve some good end, such as the protection of society or the protection of innocence. The death of the guilty can be an acceptable consequence of pursuing actions that are pursuant to those ends, if and only if there is no other way, no other reasonable way of achieving those same ends, the protection of the innocent and of society. So, the current position as laid out by Pope Francis and as certainly not contradicted by Pope Leo, and I believe reiterated to some degree, is that there are probably no concrete circumstances in our society with our level of society and technology where capital punishment is necessary for those good ends. That those ends can be achieved by other means, particularly by imprisonment, or even just record keeping. And that they should be pursued by those ends which do not result in the death of the guilty. If, however, there were a circumstance in which we could not achieve the ends of the protection of the innocent from the guilty without killing the guilty person, then we would be justified in doing so. The point, though, is that it is a prudential judgment made by Pope Francis, acting as on behalf of the ordinary magisterium, that there are no concrete circumstances in our world today in which that occurs. That is the position. So essentially it is that the death penalty is inadmissible in all present circumstances. Now, you can make an argument to the contrary, but what you would have to address is whether there are concrete circumstances where other methods of justice cannot achieve the same ends, cannot protect the innocent from the guilty, and cannot ensure the stability of society from the repeated actions of the guilty. That there is no way of doing so that does not lead to the death of the guilty. Now, my arguments, I have made the argument before that circumstance may occur in the case of the politically powerful and connected. There are people who cannot be effectively restrained by the judicial system because they have power over the judicial system. And so they will also exercise that power against individuals. Right? And so that the only way to ensure that they do not do so is by capital punishment. Now, that raises the problem of who has the authority to enforce capital punishment upon, say, a politician or whatnot. And, that gets complicated. But for perhaps another discussion. Point stands, though, that unless you can come up with a really specific argument for why this person in particular cannot be restrained from causing further damage to innocent people or society, there is no way that is possible short of their death. Unless you can give a really specific and strong argument to that end, then there would be no particular justification for capital punishment in this or that instance. Okay. Imsim says, in one example I can think of, the Mexico drug kingpin El Chapo was imprisoned multiple times. For context, Mexico has no death penalty, just life in prison. He escaped multiple times from prison. He's currently imprisoned in the U.S. My logic was, if no prison can hold him, shouldn't they just execute him, since he gets out and his freedom leads to the death of many people? So yes, in that case, if there is no way to hold him, and I think El Chapo in that case had essentially had sway over the prison system to a significant degree in Mexico. Now, imprisoning him in the U.S. might perfectly well be a viable option. And if that option is in fact viable, and if that actually does work long term, or can be expected to work long term, then there is no justification for his execution. So there you go. There's an argument. Now, if you can show that he cannot be held by a U.S. prison either, or that it is implausible or unfeasible to imprison him in the U.S. for whatever reason, then there you go. Then maybe you can make a case for justification for the execution of that particular person. But you'd have to make such a justification in every case. Imsem continues, so if the end is peace and tranquility, would his death lead to more peace, less crime, less violence? And that is why I'm referring to El Chapo. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Now keep in mind that we can't just be concerned with the ends as well. We have to concern ourselves as well with the person involved. Is El Chapo actually guilty? Guilty of what we would call capital crimes? In this particular case, yeah, I think so. Pretty sure so. And I think we can probably be morally certain that yes, he is. But you can't use this justification to kill innocent people. Right? If someone is innocent, but we know that their actions may in the future lead to untold destruction or whatever, Sarah Hawkins, for instance, then she can't just be executed because she might, her magic spooky powers might lead to something bad happening. Right? Not justification for execution. She is not guilty. She has not waived the right to life, let's say, in that case. Imsim says, I think he can be imprisoned here, but if he were not extradited to the U.S., I think Mexico should have executed him. Reminds me of Mace Windu saying he has control over the Senate and the courts. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. Yeah, I think Mace was right. I think Mace was right. I think that they were essentially uncovering the fact that that the Society of the Late Republic was not well organized and stable enough to prevent particularly dangerous people from causing untold destruction, especially if they're integrated into the political and judicial system, like Palpatine was. So yeah, same thing. I think the same would apply to El Chapo, but we did manage to have that sort of release valve into a separate judicial system. Maybe you can say something like, maybe Palpatine could be held specifically by the Jedi as a relatively uncorruptible third party. Or hell, even a corruptible third party. Maybe he could have been held by the Hutts. Not that that's a good idea, but it's possible. They were essentially a third party. They were neither him, nor the Republic, nor the Confederacy, for that matter. The Hutts were neutral. And could maybe have lent their services. Then again, the Hutts are rather corruptible, so maybe not. Maybe not. The Jedi certainly could have, if they were willing to get into the incarceration business, which probably they shouldn't, but maybe. That release valve out of a corrupt society, though, I think that's probably crucial. I think that's key. All right, let's see what this is, shall we?
What the fuck is that? Where did it come from?
Good question. What? What's he got? Oh, he's just got a dagger. Got a funky mask on. Hang on, is that a funky mask or is that a face?
He wasn't alone.
Oh.
Who were those guys?
Man, the digital artifacting in these like reconstruction visions are weird, very strange. Oh, that's what it is. It's part of their robes.
There's only one man who smokes these gaspers, Fitzroy.
Oh.
You're not supposed to be here, Truth Seeker.
This is my last warning. Next one who comes close, one in the head.
Ow, I've died. What?
What's going on outside?
My last warning. Next one who comes close gets one in the head.
Are they zombies? Possessed? Both?
What the hell?
Dom, get out of here.
Go! I'll cover you. Die, you filthy rat!
Damn it.
Yeah, possessed. Sounds like possessed. Pierce saw Kat's worrying discoveries through her eyes while she was searching for the murderer of a cop. She was attacked by some of the island inhabitants. Pierce has yet to find if she did make it. That's a weird phrasing, but okay. Sarah showing up and saying, "You shouldn't be here, Truth Seeker," directly to Pierce. That was freaky.
Pierce, wake up.
What happened?
Take that weapon, you'll need it. Sarah Hawkins, she... Ah!
Hey, my gun.
What? Tell me.
My head! You're coming into my head!
Bradley, damn it, pull yourself together.
You got me. I can't resist any longer.
That's eloquence.
We've been working together since I arrived
Let's try it.
here.
Try talking.
I know you can overcome it.
too late. I lost Sarah Hawkins.
What?
I was unable to stop her.
What do you mean, unable?
She left with the bookseller. He came back, alone. Told me she couldn't resist the call. The doctors told me later they saw her going in the direction of the whaling station.
Damn it!
I'm turning, Pierce, into one of those things.
No! Keep fighting it, Bradley.
It's too late. You have to end this. Do it. Kill me.
No.
Enough killing.
Idiot! Ah! Now go, you imbecile.
Okay, so first of all, let's get our eloquence up. Eat it. And let's go strength next. First dilemma. Leviathan has returned to torture Pierce. This time, the choice has allowed the detective to gain access to shocking revelations on the inhabitants of the island that he believed were his allies. Each piece of knowledge gained destroys Pierce's mind one more bit, a mind already weakened by visual and sound hallucinations that accompany Leviathan's visits. The detective's sanity is greatly undermined by these encounters. He's in danger of sinking into madness for good. Who are we missing? Who's new? Era? Oh, places. Abandoned mine. Yep. Okay. Clues. Crime scene. Inventory. Gun! Yeah, I think that's a fair description. Alright, Pierce, keep fighting it. I'm out of here.
Sarah Hawkins was going to the whaling station.
Enough!
Stop. Oh, God. What am I doing?
Oh, he killed me. Okay. Zomboid. Okay, great.
Sarah Hawkins was going to the whaling station. Stop. Oh, God. What am I doing?
Killing people. No? Okay. I'd rather not have to kill so many people, but, you know.
What the... Was he like the others?
What was that? Hallucination breaking?
What happened here?
Boarded up windows.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Yeah. Let me just make sure that I'm not about to get ambushed.
Bloody Captain. I'm not dying in this rat hole. Come on. If I find him...
It's Cat. What's she saying? What's she doing? Oh, okay.
And when they found me, they ate my flesh. And my flesh granted them powers and revelations.
Oh, okay.
You are getting closer.
Yeah, into Eucharist again. We're talking about Dracula last time. Highly, highly relevant.
The most precious gift of all. The truth. The ultimate truth about life. If I prove able to resurrect life, then it will only be a matter of time before I know how to create it. It will
Yes, we should be like gods. There we go.
They ancient and powerful.
There's a lot of cultists. What else we got here? Charles.
Seeker is not your savior. Stop using your powers and never again approach the cult. Oracle or not, they will not get you.
So he was trying to save her from like his people. What Fitzroy? So Fitzroy is what, the leader of the cult? Except for Sarah, who seems to be in some kind of position of authority over him.
You need a truth seeker. Someone with exceptional sensitivity to his dreams. This gift will lead him to this island. As I am the Oracle, I speak for him we cannot name.
That thing.
Track the truth like the bloodhound you are.
That symbol of Rilia? I fucking lost it. I seem to have fucking lost it. Oh, it's gone, man. The sanity, it's gone. The senses are no longer reliable. Neither is logic. In the Harbor Master's office, an old sea map triggered new residual images. Their number, their precision, their nature. Everything points toward them being in reality, visual and sound hallucinations. However, the information that they provided matched the proof found throughout the investigation, beginning with the information of the miraculous catch. Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller really were on board the Scylla and founded the cult. What age must they really be? Age 45, allegedly. Age 52, allegedly. Age 41, allegedly. Fitzroy has destroyed all the ways off the island. Great. Attention, everyone. I want all the boats removed from the bay immediately. Sailing boats, small boats, everything that floats. No one can escape us now. Their fates are sealed as the great lord will rise from the depths. No one can escape his grasp. Soon, my brothers, we will rejoice, because the long-awaited moment is now upon us. Great. Just what I always wanted.
What are you still doing here, Detective?
I need to go to the whaling station.
It's locked. You'll need a key to get there.
Right.
Go get me a first aid kit. I might have something for you.
Is it the key that you might have? You might have the key.
You were chasing Fitzroy, but now you're here, injured.
How do you know? There were too many. Got us. If I don't get something to stop the bleeding, I'm a goner.
I'm coming back with a first aid kit.
Hurry up. I won't last long.
Where do I find a first aid kit? I got the clue in here. Gotta be in here somewhere, right? Check mark means I just got whatever clue it was, right? Where the hell am I gonna find a first aid kit?
What happened here?
Maybe in one of the cop cars? Any ideas? Chat, where do I find a first aid kit?
How many died because of this madness?
The answer's a lot, clearly. Uh-oh. The real question is, what have I been not doing with this gun the whole time?
I can't take anymore.
Poor guy.
Oh, shit. Stupid. Is that you, detective? Can't leave the damn island, huh?
No.
I must go to the whaling station.
I'll help you get there if you bring me something to fix this wound.
Oh, it's between him and Kat, isn't it?
I'm coming back with a first aid kit.
Make it quick. I'm dying.
It's between him and Kat. I see.
It looks like St. Brendan's critics finally got him. Probably the cult's work.
Where do I find a first aid kit? What are my thoughts on Edgar Allan Poe? Any ideas about the philosophy of his short stories and poems?
Sorry.
I like a lot of his stuff. I've never really put too much thought, too much deep thought into it, though. Aside from, ooh, cool, spooky kind of thing, you know? That's the biggest part of it. Where am I going to find a first aid kit? This is ridiculous. But he is, I think, relatively typical of Gothic horror, which is rather... I don't know what you would say, hopeless with respect to or in comparison to acting well. Right? It's a doomed by fate kind of outlook to some degree. Where am I going to find a freaking first aid kit?
Hey, you! They got the boss. Nasty wound. I wanted to get her the first aid kit in the Hawkins warehouse, but there's one of those poor bastards in it. Too dangerous.
I'll see what I can do.
You're in the Hawkins warehouse, okay. Taken care of. All right, first aid kit.
1 first aid kit. 2 wounded people. Who deserves it?
I don't know if it's a matter of who deserves it so much as, unfortunately, who can help me, and I think it's more so Cat.
Shit. They're going to the whaling station.
Honestly,
better hide and wait until they're gone.
I don't remember much of Mitchell. Can't I shoot them? I seem to have a lot of bullets in this gun.
Who's that?
No one there.
Go get me a first aid kit.
All right, here you go, Cat.
I might have something for you.
Here, take it.
Right. The entrance to the whaling station is behind the Hawkins warehouse.
I got the key. Now I assume you're not coming with me. I honestly probably didn't need the key. Really. Because I had, I've got killer investigation. Which means I can do some great lockpicking. But whatever. Is it through here? Like this way behind the Hawkins warehouse? Like this way. This town is awful.
Go!
No. It seems like most of the inhabitants of the island are either dead or turned, and therefore, realistically, are about to be. And not just by me, I'm not saying I'm gonna kill everybody, which I am, but aside from that, like, the people who are still alive, the few of us, are going to kill everybody. And by alive, I mean not possessed. Okay, let's do it. Game saved.
Empty.
Oh no. Bad timing. What a strange coincidence that I should run out of bullets just as I get to the danger space. Well. Look, I understand cinematic ammunition as well as the next gamer, but like, and that this isn't that sort of game. This is not the, the survival horror conservation of ammunition type of game. Like, yeah, I understand that, but still. Is it there or in here am I supposed to go to? Whoa! Oh, he's still alive. No, I like those games too. Those are pretty fun. the Resident Evil type thing, where it's where a large part of the gameplay is conserving resources, that sort of thing. I do dig that sort of thing. But this game is absolutely not that.
It's happening.
Happening.
It's happening.
What are you talking about? Do you mean by that he's, like, transforming, or? Not sure. I could also, pick up one of those harpoons. That might help fending off the zomboids. Yeah, let's do it. Pierce crossed the docks where an old acquaintances and new faces met their ends. All over the place, Leviathan's slaves were wandering in search of a victim. After fighting his way through and after discovering the truth about the origin of the cult and its founders, Pierce finally reached the whaling station. He hopes to catch Sarah Hawkins before she does something bad. Once again, my Loch Lomond.
Hither thou shalt be freed.
My Loch Lomond is a little bit
bastards.
A little bit
Find her
sweeter.
quick.
A little bit sweeter than this game would than feels appropriate for this game, let's say. I got some clues. Take that one. No. Just that one. No more character points.
Locked.
All right.
This tank seems strong enough to break down the door.
Interesting.
A rope and a hook. Could use that to hold the reservoir back.
Okay. Does that mean I gotta go back up there and throw it? Maritime Bank. Different types of whales. Lantern oil. I can go up here. I'm assuming I have to attach it on there. There's a clue.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Okay. These are the last entries of the pastor's wife. Her husband ordered his faithful to come together for a final ceremony in honor of Leviathan. He fears that the pastor will ask them to sacrifice themselves to this abomination. She tried to escape. This is probably why her body was found in a cave under the mansion. There's more here. Aha.
Looks like a page from a log from 1847.
Year of the miraculous catch. We're starving. Fish seems to have deserted these waters. If I don't quickly find an answer to this crisis, Fitzroy could well set off a mutiny. Each day, more and more men believe in his tales of a miraculous catch. Merciful God, help me. Wednesday, 9th June. We sighted an enormous whale further to the south. The biggest we've ever seen. Fitzroy keeps telling the men that this is the miraculous catch he promised them. We will catch it, Bring it back home to feed our family. On the back.
Fuller was a crew member too.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay. The morning is biting cold. This creature made us work hard. Half of my crew is dead. I've never seen such a thing. I do not even know how to describe what happened. It's as if the creature was talking inside our heads. Some of my men went crazy and jumped overboard. This thing is not a whale. It's far bigger. I don't even know how to describe it. It practically gutted our ship with these tentacles. I don't know how my harpoon finally pierced the skull of this monster. The crew is in a sorry state. Fuller looks after the injured, but some will not recover. Imsimp asks a random question. How should a Catholic couple celebrate St. Valentine's Day? Should they go to Mass, receive a couple's blessing from a priest? Should they partake in consumerism? Sure, all the above. Why not? There's nothing intrinsically wrong with consumerism, despite what a lot of people will say. You can consume stuff. Offices of the whaling station. Nice. Anything there? No. Officers are back upstairs, correct? Not mistaken. But yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with with getting something nice and sweet for your husband, wife. Hell, even girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance. It's fine too. Assuming you are, courting.
I'll be lucky if it's still sharp enough.
But for what? It's good to have, I guess. Just in case of, bad guys.
It mentions the Leviathan. How it drove the sailors mad.
The whole crew is descended into madness. They speak of dreams, visions of a nightmare city and of a sleeping god. Madness. I locked myself in my cabin. I won't be able to hold out for long. Fitzroy has 12 men on his side. They sacrificed everyone who tried to stop them to their new god. I beseech you, Almighty God, to have pity on our souls. This will be my last prayer. I could hear them whispering. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Doesn't work. This handle moves the reservoir. If I can get some momentum, it might work as a ram.
Okay. What do I think the Leviathan is? I also had an intriguing nightmare last night. It felt like the plot of a film, somewhat eerily real, despite not being real. In the dream, I was thinking, which I don't normally do. I just get along with it, but in the dream, I was piecing together something logically. I will say, I also had a bit of an odd,
this should
rather
stop the cart from moving. This should help me get the tank swinging.
A bit of an odd, rather elaborate and cinematic dream.
I need something to cut the rope to release the tank against the door.
Oh, the knife I have. That'll work. As for what the Leviathan is, could be any number of things. Could be an animal, but an animal twisted and mutated by something demonic. If we're going with sort of a realistic explanation, it could, I suppose, be something extraterrestrial as well. Well, that seems to have worked. That's cool. Mate.
What is that thing?
Leviathan. Stellar larva, offspring of the earth, Leviathan is seen, feared, worshipped, and named by men. It is linked by its dreams to the one who sleeps, and will not find rest until its divine progenitor is free. There is no greater predator on earth, and yet this being that feeds on huge creatures will never directly attack men. It will instill fear, the dreams of Rilia, and finally, madness into the minds of those it chooses to serve its designs. Cursed are those who cross its path, and more cursed still those who hear its voice, because for them no salvation, death.
What is that thing?
Come closer.
No.
No. That voice. You're the Leviathan.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah?
Splorted on me. Okay, in my dream, I said I was taking a summer college class in a fictional college. There were some students hang gliding off a cliffside near this fictional school, and somehow their hang gliders were tampered with, and all unfortunately perished, along with some other deaths. Among students, I remember walking a hallway to a club to play D&D, and I was thinking I am a Latino wizard, piecing together, well, I'm Latino, and I'm playing a wizard, so I'm a teeny wizard. Then I went home, and this woman was in my room, and I somehow pieced together she was the one killing off the student populace. And I was a straggler she had come back to kill. Somehow in my bedroom. Yeah, that's weird.
Hello.
Dreamlike, yeah. Oh no, it's whispering. We all know whispers are very bad.
Who is this?
The quest for truth requires sacrifice. There's no room for compassion.
Who's there?
Your stubbornness.
She tried to sick a tiger on you, okay.
Who would have deserted you is a weakness.
Ran, grabbed my pistol, dreams my guns are either missing or don't work. I still had tissue paper wrapped around the grip.
One is always alone. You can't escape it forever. It will always find its way.
Damn it! Everything points back to the day they brought in that thing.
Yeah, that's the Scylla crew, alright. Our buddies. Got a photograph in the offices of the whaling station. Only a handful of the Scylla crew is present. Captain Fitzroy and Dr. Fuller included, dated 1847. Leviathan. Oh man, I could just go ahead and read all of this. This fascinating creature possesses incredible regenerative capacities. The consumption of some parts of its body provokes various effects on humans. Do I have oil in here to use? If I do, I'll use this, otherwise I'll use my... Yeah, I do, I have oil. I can actually read this whole thing, I'm going to do it. Depending on the part ingested, whenever a part of the creature's body is something, or even completely removed, it immediately starts healing. After a few hours, a few days, it is as if nothing ever happened. The harpoon Hamilton stuck to the beast's brain probably explains why it can't leave. It seems paralyzed. It is still conscious, but it cannot activate its defense systems or even move. I managed to extract the spinal fluid, basically, from its brain, and its properties are amazing. I've called it Lorahide, or whatever, in reference to the gods' ethereal fluid. I still need to make further experiments, but it appears that when the subject receives an injection containing this fluid, He... The firstborns can control his mind? Okay. I don't know why only the firstborn can do it. Probably because of our long exposition. Oh, only the 13 can do it. Okay. 13? Okay. Probably a longer exposure to the beast or a frequent consumption of its flesh, making us part cetacean. Leviathan. Cetacean. 2 to 3 times bigger than a something whale. Not like that. Okay, the tentacles, are one of the most significant signs that this creature is not your typical whale. Their utility is still unknown, but it does remind us of our first visions of the god. Consuming the flesh gives a certain form of immortality, or at least increases lifespan. It does not bring back youth, however. Okay, the flesh is also responsible for the regeneration of the body. It can heal almost any kind of injuries, even lost limbs, like Fitzroy. Something grows back in less than a week. Fitzroy's leg. Okay, Fitzroy's leg grew back in less than a week. Surprisingly, it still has... he still limps like an amputee. Psychological? Something. Abusive use of regeneration properties might make the body change, becoming more similar to the creatures and less human. The fat makes the oil. It can be used as a typical whale oil. Best... particularity something is to allow people to visualize glimpses of the mysterious city and God we saw ourselves. Best efficient with creative people. Having it consumed while sleeping also increases the effect. There we go. Fascinating. Horrible.
While the sailors were going insane, Fitzroy and the mutineers took over the ship and probably killed the captain.
I'm warning you, I shoot, you said. I somehow knew this was being recorded, pulled the trigger when she tried closing the distance. The police showed up, looked at the footage, said I was free to go, since she was trying to murder me, and my alarm woke me up. Right. Fitzroy encouraged the men all day. They're in shock and can't overcome their trauma. They say they can hear the screams of their comrades turn mad. Some of them hurt themselves in a desperate attempt to stop the visions that haunted them. Others chose to embrace them. Fitzroy is one of the latter. He named the beast Leviathan, because he believes in his biblical nature. I told them to get rid of it, because it's too late. This thing is not the work of God. I mean, it is, but... Oh, great. And another first aid kit. Maybe I should take that with me. His peg leg? Here? A pipe and a book.
An old log.
Oh, okay. Who sailed from the island of Darkwater towards the north. Sailors say that these waters are haunted. I don't believe in these tales. It's not a good time for us. My men haven't seen the slightest trace of a whale for quite a while. If the season doesn't improve, they will no longer wish to serve on the Scylla. We're not the only hunters here. While we were looking for prey, we found dead whales, a dozen of them drifting, their entrails exposed. They had been shred, as if they had been attacked by a huge predator. Very strange. Perhaps it is a sign from God. Perhaps it is this good catch that we've long hoped for. We must find it, whatever the risk.
Belonging to the captain of the Scylla. The pages I found seem to be the missing ones.
Decision on the Madness Stone. Beliefs and other superstitions have sometimes contributed to the development of medicine. Several centuries ago, it was thought that a patient with a mental disorder had a stone of madness in his skull. Trepanation of the skull and excision were thus performed. Sometimes the patient survived. Sometimes he was cured. Today the vocabulary has changed, but the method's a little less. So, I mean, basically he's talking about, well, now we're doing lobotomies. The same, right? Leviathan! The true appearance of Leviathan was revealed. No man can support this vision without going mad. Pierce set his eyes upon the cosmic being, and his mind suffered into attack. He's trapped in the whaling station with Leviathan, and he must endure a series of ordeals. He is to survive this encounter. His choices will bear serious consequences for his sanity. Great. One more. I'm gonna put it in. Opens. Why not? All these. Okay, cool. Inventory, key and knife, knowledge, madness, master's wife. That's it. Ugh. Can't look at it.
They eat his flesh while he's still alive.
Oh, and it moves. Oh, it moves. Oh, God. Yeah, no, that is definitely a kind of inversion of the Eucharist, if I've ever seen one.
Perfect.
Hey, Sarah. Not gonna do that. I'm gonna go this way. I'm desperately trying not to look at it. Just
learn to obey.
oh, come on, man.
Ah, finally awake.
What are you?
How do you feel, Mr. Pierce?
Fuller! Son of a bitch! I'll kill you!
No, I'm not even really with you. Well, to be perfectly precise, I am with you. But
oh boy.
Not in this cell.
What have you done to me?
Me? Nothing, really. See, it's one of the exquisite effects of this incredible creature.
Leviathan!
I see you already know about it. Well, shall we begin?
Begin what? No. But I said don't. Okay, well, I guess I'm fighting against it, but still can't actually resist. So let's see.
Let me take a sample from you. Flesh, blood, spinal fluids. Don't fear. I created the mythological... who knows what I can...
No.
I killed him.
A necessary sacrifice that proves your determination.
Where'd I get the bullets? I thought I was out of bullets. Well, it doesn't say he's deceased. It says he's deceased. Killer is dead? Now this is sketchy. Come on. Extremely sketchy right there. That's what that is. I have great difficulty explaining what exactly happened. We were really no longer of this world, that's for sure, in a confused way. I know that Leviathan forced me to kill him, but did not hide the fact that he wanted his death. I don't have any. I have, oh great, loss of sanity. Last dilemma. Seized the revolver and shot Fuller. In doing so, he followed the wish of the Leviathan. Great. Of course he did. Well, I wanted him dead too, so... Oh, great.
Find the truth and be free.
Wrong one. Okay, so it's this one, right? Yeah, it's that one. Okay, I was right. Oh. Oh, cool. Okay. What happened? Oh, I need to go look at it. Okay, I see it. Oh, damn it. Okay. Maybe if I hit this first, huh?
Nothing's happening.
Alright, yeah, I thought so. Go this way. This way. There we go. This one. Right? I think it was that one. I'm not going to be able to finish this, I don't think, unfortunately.
Nothing's happening.
What? Oh, I still have to go... Okay, no, I have to go over there. Got it. Was this one? I think. Yeah. Is there another one, or is that it? Am I burning Leviathan? Oh, jeez. Yeah, it seems I am burning the corpse. Oh, I can't. I can't crouch. The right way, I think. Hi.
Pierce. Fitzroy.
The on the left.
Hoist the white flag. We're not gonna hurt you. I won't go without a fight. You think you're here of your own accord?
Oracle, I assume, is...
It is awakened.
I assume the Oracle is Sarah Hawkins, right? Oh, that's not where I want to be. I don't want to be in the water with it.
I see. You cannot escape my awareness. I followed your wanderings, your choices, your attempts to free yourself from destiny.
It's with the chain links on it. Is that from the Scylla when they caught it?
And as I predicted, you have come to free me. Awaken and call him.
Oh. I'd rather not. Coastal Cave. Pierce finally met Leviathan in flesh and blood. The monstrous creature submitted him to a series of ordeals, at the end of which he decided that the detective was ready to face his destiny. Pierce blew up the whaling station, and after a final confrontation with Leviathan, he passed out. I think there's only this... maybe there's 2 more chapters? Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. We got a half an hour. I think this is about it. Very rapidly approaching the end. This is the cave where the ritual is taking place, I think.
The voice. I can't hear the voice anymore.
Well, it's good, I guess. There's the lighthouse. That is quite the explosion, isn't it? Wow. I mean, yeah, all of that magical, mystical oil all burning, as well as all the various equipment and stuff. Yeah, no, I get it. It does make sense that there would be quite a conflagration.
You are trapped.
Truth. I don't actually think that's truth.
Keep going.
My God.
This way. Stand up. Walk.
This sounds like the cop. What's his face? I'm not doing anything, by the way.
Is somebody there? Hey, who are you?
Sarah, probably. How am I doing stuff?
Where am I?
A lot of candles.
The miraculous catch was a trap. Leviathan wanted to be found.
I guess. A little weird, but... Oh, is this the... We're fallen comrades who gave their lives to achieve our purpose.
To our fallen crew members.
Oh, there you go.
They have given their lives for a greater purpose. The last name added is that of Charles Hawkins. I'm willing to bet that they killed all the survivors of the miraculous catch.
Why? As sacrifices, or what?
It always comes back to the Scylla. It was where it all began.
I'm gonna go around the ritual circle. I think. I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, yeah, Sarah did that. That is definitely her style.
It will soon be time, Edward Pierce.
You are dead. None of this is real. I saw you dead, as I see you now. Am I crazy too?
You survived. Don't you understand? You couldn't die. You will stay alive until you've fulfilled your destiny.
No.
Look at me. Look at me, Pierce.
Did Fuller do something to her?
Dare tell me that you still don't believe it.
This is madness.
I'm here to guide you.
You mean, like the voice?
Don't you feel him?
But it can't be. He's gone.
You're mistaken. He's still inside of us.
Ew. Once again, yeah, we have the inverted Eucharistic
It's not
metaphor.
just your life that
we
is at
take
stake.
in.
Many
we
men and
are what we
women
eat,
have
right?
sacrificed
we become
themselves
what
for
we
this
consume.
moment.
Colden!
You will not deprive them of their hope of a better life.
I saw what Leviathan did to Fuller. We will all die like him.
His life was written well before it started. It was not predetermined that he lived to see the call. But you? Yes. It is your destiny.
What call? The call of something? I don't know what.
You're mistaken. I believe no more in destiny than I do in vampires, gods, and their female prophets.
Oh, well done. That will really impress her.
Again, this denial. It doesn't matter anymore. The future is now but an image that Sarah Hawkins has painted for you. Why don't you go and join her, you who believe in nothing? And then you'll see. You'll see that there are truths so powerful, so overwhelming, that even a mind as narrow as yours cannot withstand them.
And what is your truth, Colden? What is your role in this story?
I must take you to Sarah Hawkins, our oracle.
Sarah, tell me where you took her.
We'll find her at Alabaster Point.
I'm going to get her. Don't try to stop me.
Of course.
Shut up. Get out of my way.
Stop fighting the dead.
No one can fight their fate. Neither them, nor you.
Yeah, man, he's not looking good. I wonder if you can get. I wonder how much sanity you can actually retain by this point in the story. Because I know there are some, like, hard scripted sanity losses.
Don't resist, Edward. They're already dead. There's nothing you can do. Just give in.
Tactile hallucinations, huh? That's intense.
What happened to me? Sarah. I must go to Sarah. She is the Oracle. She will know what to do.
It's a really bad sign that you're saying that and taking that seriously. I'll say this this part of the game is getting kind of on rails, but I think it's kind of supposed to with most of the choices just being dialogue choices. Oh, in here. Okay, I see. Chapter 14. I thought we just did chapter 14. After a final confrontation, Pierce must go to Alabaster Point, where Sarah Hawkins is supposed to be waiting for him. There, he must make decisions that could change the destiny of the world. Yeah, I think this is the last one. I think this is, in fact, the end of it. I mean, relatively short game, but pretty darn good. A lot of it is quite spooky. A lot of whoa, there's a lot of tension, and it really, I think,
reality as you know it stops here.
Okay.
None of this makes sense.
Oh, look, tentacles.
She is waiting.
Tentacles in that storm or whatever that is. I thought I remembered something about this game of like something going to, or somehow at least interacting with Rilia under the sea. Maybe I'm misremembering that.
I was expecting you. Fuller, you died in front of my eyes.
Don't jump to conclusions. Is there not the tiniest spark of a scientific mind inside of that detective skull of yours?
What abject substance did you use to turn her into an empty shell?
Abject substance? The serum extracted from Leviathan's oil bestows the power of life. To me, my body is nothing but the mortal vessel of my conscience. To you,
mean consciousness?
It contains more answers and secrets than your insignificant mind can grasp.
I feel like there's a couple of those weird little terminological hiccups that almost make me think that this game was written in a language other than English and was translated. Like the fact that it uses conscience rather than consciousness is very strange.
You never give up.
That is not you. Not anymore. Not since your disappearance on the docks.
Ah, detective. So easy to fool you. So eager to rush to the rescue of a woman in distress.
You won't make me regret having tried to save people. I did what I could. Even for Colden.
Your efforts to change your destiny, although in vain, make you worthy of the fate that is yours. The day has come. You will be asked to choose.
So, I will say, even though Hawkins, Sarah, that is, not Charles, Sarah is effectively possessed at this point, possession cannot happen without consent of the will. So I do think that she is, to some degree, culpable at this point.
You took everything from me. Wife.
Not entirely.
Life.
Unfortunately.
Destiny.
You forsook your right to a normal life the moment you chose power over humanity.
True.
No one wants to see such an unbearable sight.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you speak, of what I've been through. I have sacrificed my life to the one who sleeps. My marriage, my family, my own flesh. Why didn't Sarah choose me? Why is it your damn face on her painting?
I'm kind of green. I don't like that.
But you already know it. I can see that you will make the right choice.
I don't know. I don't know.
So, you've decided to shut your eyes.
What's with extra me over there?
Find refuge in denial like a spooked child. You've lost your mind. And to think mankind's future is on your shoulders. None of this is real. Trust your guts.
If nothing's real, what are you?
I am a projection of your mind. What remains of that instinct that pulled you out of the trenches. You rejected her half-truths.
Ooh, that's intense. Oh man, those strings. Okay, yeah, no, this musical piece is actually really cool. It's hardly musical. It's almost just noise, but it is very, very cool. It's excessively loud, and oh, hey. Speaking of Rillia, anyway, yeah, no, it's excessively cool because it's
right there.
It's mostly
I'm
noise,
almost there.
but in key, right? So it's string noise, so it's doing this sort of thing, right? Combined with choral notes that are mostly dissonant, and then some really intense, slow, intense percussion. Very cool, very cool, very cool musical beats. Oh, game saved. So we can watch both endings. I think that's what that means. Actually, hold on. Oh, it saves one. Okay. So, is Darkwater where Rillia physically is? Is that even a coherent question?
Here you are at last, Truth Seeker.
She was waiting for you.
What's Algernon doing
You were
here?
waiting for me.
Yes, when I finally discovered the truth, I knew you would come. All this time I was fighting it, afraid of what I might discover, but I was afraid of myself.
It's coming.
What did you learn?
Listen to me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
I can't.
Look around you. Everything is falling apart. You must stop this madness.
I can't make that choice. This will be your decision. One man only, prepared by the trials and revelations, holds the power to change the world. Because I saw you in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
Yes, yes.
I feel the truth.
What are you guessing about?
Because it was written. Or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
Pierce, help me!
Okay, if that's right. Oh man, they're standing on floating platforms and everything. This is just so aesthetic. Oh hey. It's that thing. Dagger of the Ancients, right? That is not the noise that would make. Okay, whatever. Counter ritual? it's over, I think.
I can't let you do this.
Do not participate. I'm the only one who can, right?
No one can force you.
Is that how this works? He has to be the one to perform the ritual.
Sorry, Simon.
Oh, it skips. Okay. I was wondering if it was going to let me just replay. But no, there's a closing cutscene. Let's see. Ooh. Reverse reverberated pizzicato in the soundtrack. Oh, it's got a nice tingle. I like it. I like that a lot. Did he eat that? No, she must have. Where though? When? I mean, I guess she foresaw it, but fascinating. Man. Can I load? I think. I want to see what happens if I do a counter ritual. I'm curious. I mean, yeah, do nothing. If you are prompted to participate in some vile pagan ritual meant to summon a demon and end the world, just don't do anything. Probably your best bet. I do want to try and... We get 10 minutes. I do want to try and see what the counter ritual does, though. I'm curious. I'm very curious. I'm going to do a lot of skipping, so you guys forgive me for that. So I get time. Oh, it's not going to let me, is it? Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to call it there. It is very close to midnight, and I think that's it. We're going to return to the menu. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do this as a bonus at some point. In any case, that was Call of Cthulhu. The relatively good ending. And, as it is with Lovecraftian fiction in general, there is not exactly a good ending. But it was the one that did not end with the horrific end of the world. So there's at least that. Or end with Pierce becoming a monster himself, morally or physically. In any case, though, that was good. That was a good horror game. That was a good spooky game. I like it. I dig it. That was great. Now I just got to decide what to do next week. So we're coming back next week, obviously, back to the usual Tuesday, Thursday, etc. The only real question though is, are we going back to Kingdom Come and Clair Obscura, or should I try and find something else that's spooky or wacky, Halloweeny? I don't know. I await your thoughts on the matter. So if anybody has suggestions, go ahead and go in Discord. Which, if you're not in the Discord, if you happen to be watching, check the description right down there. You're welcome to join us, or just throw a comment down there if you want. If you have suggestions as to what you'd like to see me do the rest of the month. Otherwise, I think I might just go back to Kingdom Come and Clair Obscura. Move on forward with both of those. We shall see. In any case, that's all I got for tonight. Thank you for joining me in this descent into madness that is Call of Cthulhu, especially tonight and every night. So, thanks again. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. So, until next week, have a wonderful weekend. Remember, don't be safe, be well. More importantly, be good. Good night, folks.